you know some JAMB aspirants start failing even before registration commences? Hey, if you're a JAMB aspirant, ensure you watch this video to the end. So do well to stay tuned in this video so you tend to see some of the errors they make and how to avoid some of these errors. My name is Marvelous Akemu and I'm currently a second year medical student of Delta State University. Alright, so it's no news that JAMB is an examination you must take if you want to get into the higher institution. Alright, so there are various means you can get into the higher institution, but through the UTME level you must take the examination. Though there are some institutions where you don't actually need JAMB results to get into things. JAMB registration comes in two formats, the UTME and the direct entry. Okay, so basically what's the UTME and the direct entry? In simpler words, UTME are those set of persons who just graduated from the secondary school and seek admission into their institution. So what they pass through is the UTME level. Okay, so direct entry are those set of persons who have actually done a course or a degree or something else, okay, another program apart from just graduating from the secondary school immediately. Alright, so like I said earlier, there are some things JAMB candidates tend to do. At the end of the day, they come out failing because they did it in a very wrong way. Okay, so first and foremost, you must know the requirements for JAMB. Okay, so tend to know if you are eligible for JAMB registration. Alright, so the requirements for JAMB registration: number one, a valid national identity number. Alright, so you need a valid NIN. Okay, so this NIN, now one of the mistakes they tend to make is, if you know that there is an error in your NIN, do well to correct it before you register for JAMB, because there's a system at which JAMB registration works. So your NIN is directly linked to your profile. So in a way, when you register for JAMB, most of your details are gotten from NIN. They are synchronized, and so if there's an error in your NIN, it indirectly affects your JAMB registration. Okay, so and as you proceed for school admission, it is still that error they will still use, and this error continues to, and it can cost you your admission. Okay, so ensure that you correct any error, name, date of birth, whatsoever error you know it's in your NIN before you proceed with your JAMB registration. So another requirement is an active phone number. Okay, ensure you use a personal phone number if possible. Okay, and keep it, ensure it is active, because when the results are out, the first means by which you can check your result or access your results is through SMS, and it can only be generated with that SIM. So if the SIM gets lost or something happens to the SIM, you have to retrieve before you check your results, or wait till it's uploaded or online. Okay, and that can take some weeks before it's uploaded online. All right, so another thing you need is an active email address. Okay, so because during the course of registration, you'll be asked to provide your email address, and after inputting this email address, after the registration, JAMB sends you some details, your profile details, what you'll be using to access your portal. Okay, so if you insert an email that is not active, they will send it to that email and you can't have access to your profile. Okay, so use a correct and active email. Another requirement, which is not that compulsory because in some cases it's optional, is your result. So depending on the registration, if you are registering through the UTME level, you'll be using O level result, but if you are registering through the direct entry level, you'll be using your A level result. Next thing is, let's look at how this registration process works for JAMB. So the registration process, how does it work for JAMB? The first thing is you need your NIN. Like I said earlier, it's one of the requirements. So you text your NIN number to 55019. Okay, so when you text your NIN number to 55019, your profile automatically gets generated. Okay, so you get your profile code through that means. All right, so in case you use 55019 and it's not still working, you can still try 66019. So send your NIN to any of these numbers and automatically your profile will be generated. So if you have not generated your profile, after this video you can do well to generate your profile, because profile code generation has started, it's ongoing. After generating your profile, the next thing you move on to is purchase of ePin. Alright, so you go to any accredited center where you can purchase ePin, you purchase your JAMB ePin, then you proceed with your registration. Okay, where you take your capturing, take your fingerprint and other necessary things. And after the registration, the next thing is the exam. Okay, the exam is going to come in the month of April and it's going to last for about 10 days, and after which the result comes out. Alright, so there are some important dates that you should take note of. Alright, the The first one is your registration date. So JAMB registration officially kicks off January 15th and it's going to last for about 6 weeks, okay, which is going to end around February 26th. Before the examination date, there's going to be a period of time called the reprinting time. All right, so you get to reprint and know the day you are going to write, the time you are going to write, and possibly the venue where you are going to write. In the description box below, I have attached a link, a JAMB info group chat. All right, so do well to join this group chat so you don't miss out any information. All right, so there are going to be updates which I'm going to be dropping from time to time, so do well to click on the link and join immediately. So in the comment section, let me know if there's any challenge that you'll be having in relation to JAMB forthcoming examination. So let me know about your fears, let me know about some of the things you need to know. Any question you have for me about JAMB, concerning JAMB, do well to drop it in the comment section. Having known this, there are some important things you should know about JAMB so it doesn't take you unaware. Alright, so if this is your first time writing JAMB, you should be aware that JAMB question comprises of 180 objective questions. Alright, so there's nothing like theory, it is not a paper and pen question, it's a CBT, a computer based test. Alright, so you are going to be using the computer. Alright, you need not to be a computer literate to actually operate that. With 1 or 2 coaching, just know how to use the mouse, know how to use your just literally know how to use your mouse, okay? But for some cases where the mouse wouldn't work, you should just know how to use the keyboard also. All right, but it is best you go for training, like a mini training, not really a computer training, but a mini training on how you can operate the keyboard and the mouse for your JAMB examination. All right, so there are simulated apps that you can also use for this preparation. We have My School app, so you can use My School app to ensure that you actually prepare very well. So using My School app, there is the laptop version, okay, so you can install it in your PC and practice it. So when you practice it, it gives you that feel of how the main exam is going to be. So like I said earlier, it's 180 questions comprising of 60 English questions, all right, then 40 questions each in the remaining 3 subjects you are going to be doing. So you are doing 4 subjects, all right, English, which is compulsory for every.
Alright, so in respect to the JAMB recommended text that will be used for 2025 UTME, as you can see on the screen, it has been changed. It's no longer the Life Changer, it's now Lekki Headmaster. So do well to have an overview of this text. You can go online, search for the summary, and get to know some of the important things you will need to know about this recommended text for the examination. But not to worry, after your registration you'll be given the text.
So having said all of this video was actually made to give you an overview of some of the necessary things you need to know about JAMB registration, JAMB requirements, and some other important facts about JAMB. Alright, so in subsequent JAMB series, I'm going to be telling you some common errors students make in JAMB, how to prepare for JAMB. If you're a science student, you're an art student, you're a social science, commercial student. So ensure you like this video, share, and most especially subscribe so that you don't miss out to any video I am going to be dropping on this channel. So see you guys in the next one.